All right, everyone. What is up here today, YouTube? Jigsaw0097 bringing you another Eagles rant video today because breaking news, guys. The Eagles just released Jordan Matthews again. What did he play? Like 2 games? But this isn't going to be like an angry rant. It's just going to be more of a, where I think the Eagles actually are as an organization right now. And it's not pretty, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. It's really not pretty because to me, the release of Jordan Matthews says more about the front office than it does about Jordan Matthews as a player. Because here's a guy that's played for the Eagles it's been 3 times now. I can't even keep count anymore. At least 3 times, and they just keep going back to him. It's like they released him, the first time they traded him for Ronald Darby, which I was against. You guys always know that I really wanted to get rid of Aguilar that year because that was probably Aguilar's worst year, was the year they traded Matthews. So they trade him for Ronald Darby. Then he goes to the Bills for a while. The Bills I think they just released him. Then he goes to the Patriots for a while. And then the Eagles bring him back last year for that Nick Foles playoff push, which really, let's be honest, the team was in the exact same position last year, right now, that they are in this year. The only difference is we had Nick Foles to save us. We don't have that now, guys. So I hate to say that I was right, but I was right. But then they let him go again after the season. And they pick him up again this year. 2 weeks ago, they picked him up. So from my recollection, I could be wrong. He could have been in like 3 games. I'm trying to think. He played the Patriots game. No. So yeah, he started in the Patriots game. That was like the big news line. So yeah, he played 2 games, guys. I think he had like 79 snaps yesterday against the Seattle Seahawks. And the Eagles just release him because Greg Ward, a guy from the practice squad, looks good all of a sudden. This is what I'm saying. This has nothing to do with Jordan Matthews. I'm not making this video to throw shade on Jordan Matthews. Jordan Matthews, he's not the best player, but I think he's a good player. And I think the Eagles have a serious problem with evaluating good players because they did the same thing with Nick Foles. This is what the Eagles do, guys. They go with the guys that look sexy, the guys that are... It's almost like, as much as we criticize the Eagles fan base, the front office is a lot like us because they're so in the moment. They are so in the moment. They don't even think about the future. It's like they just think about, what can we do now that's going to make the team look better? It's almost like they just make impulse moves. The fans want Carson Wentz, so we're going to keep Carson Wentz. And I don't know if they even have like a future plan here. Like if they have like a plan like 5 years down the road. I don't even think they think 3 years down the road, guys. It's a freaking mess in Philadelphia right now. The Eagles winning the Super Bowl was also what destroyed the Eagles because they can't do anything now. They can't even generate a touchdown in 2 games, Everyone's criticizing Nick Foles for the Jaguars game like, oh, blah, blah, blah. He hasn't been winning games, but he's put up more touchdowns than Carson Wentz has with an even more mediocre offense. The Jaguars' offense is nothing to speak about, so I'm just really, really annoyed with this team right now. I'm really tired of Doug Peterson and Mike Groh getting up there saying the same crap every week for 5 straight weeks. Really 2 years now. I'm mad at Deshaun Jackson for getting injured and really not getting the surgery when he should have. But again, this says more about the Eagles front office than it does about Deshaun Jackson because they go out and they get the sexy guy. They go out and get the guy that the fans want instead of, drafting a good wide receiver. They draft a guy named J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Most casual fans wouldn't know that, though, because he never sees playing time. And when he does, he's a non-factor. His biggest play of the season, guys, was catching like a 40-yard bomb against the Patriots in garbage time. That's the contribution J.J. Arcega-Whiteside has made to the Philadelphia Eagles in 2019. And I'm supposed to support Wentz. Don't question it. If I say anything about Wentz, I'm a fake fan, yada, yada, yada. It's ridiculous. And part of this anger could be coming from the fact that I am sick as a dog right now. I can't stop sneezing. It's driving me insane. But yesterday was just so apparent. I mean, this was what really got me yesterday, if I'm being quite honest. All the crap plays aside, all the problems aside, when Carson Wentz overthrew Miles Sanders on a 5-yard route that was literally green. The grass was green to the end zone, guys. And he overthrows this guy, and they go 3 and out. That was it for me. I mean, I was so disgusted when I saw that happen. A Carson Wentz can't even make a play 5 yards down the road. And then you got Wentz in the press conference going, yeah, I felt mentally tough going into this game. Oh, did you, Wentz? Oh, did you? Well, glad to know that. Glad to know that mentally tough means that you can't even make a play 5 yards down the road. And I don't want to hear the wind argument. I've heard that. I don't want to hear these excuses anymore. Carson Wentz needs to be held accountable. If we as a fan base want to be called fans of the Philadelphia Eagles, we need to start taking players to task again, because that's what this city does best. That's what the Eagles fan base has done best. When a player deserves criticism, he gets it. None of this freaking Carson Wentz is my man. Don't you guys remember In Chip Kelly We Trust? You guys remember all that garbage? And again, I hate to say that I'm right, but I was also right about Chip Kelly. I wasn't buying into the crap that he was selling when he traded LaShawn McCoy away, when he traded Nick Foles away, when he released Deshaun Jackson. And I ain't buying the crap that's going on right now when Doug Peterson gets up at the podium last year and says Carson Wentz is our starting quarterback, and then he pays him $100 million before he even proves anything. I ain't buying it. Who won the Super Bowl, guys? It sure as hell wasn't Carson Wentz. A lot of people argue he got us there. That probably is true. But guess what? Out of the 4 seasons he's played, keep in mind he's a 4-year veteran. Out of the 4 seasons he's played, he has only done 1 season of good things. The rest of it has been mediocre. 2016, his rookie year, garbage. He had a blowout loss against the Bengals, guys. Year 2, 2017, arguably an MVP caliber season. Does he win the Super Bowl? We'll never know. 2018, he was so bad with his back injury after getting blown out by the Saints, Doug Peterson benched him. So I'm seeing a trend here. He gets blown out at least once a year. So is that blowout coming? Our defense is the only reason the blowout didn't come, guys. Jim Schwartz, for the last year and a half, has made this team look amazing. I'm learning. Jim Schwartz deserves a lot more credit than he is getting, because he has kept this team afloat in more ways than one. So I don't know. I'm pissed off, guys. I'm mad. I'm tired of this team. They play the Dolphins next week. They could lose to the Dolphins, guys. It would not surprise me. This team has 0 offense, 0 accountability. You got Mike Groh up there being a jackass every freaking week. I can't handle it anymore. Doug Peterson saying, we got to take what the defense gives us. You ain't taking what the defense is giving you, because this looks like an elite defense that has 0 offense. If you could hold a team like the Seahawks and the Patriots to under 20 points, and then the offense can't even generate a touchdown, that has nothing to do with the defense. Nothing to do with the defense. If anything, this has proven that Jim Schwartz knows what he's doing with this defense, and he deserves to stay in Philadelphia. But honestly, you have to ask yourself, does he want to stay in Philadelphia? Because if this offense can't figure it out in the next year, then what's the point? Jim Schwartz could be on a team that's winning right now. So we'll have to see what happens. Best case scenario, Carson Wentz gets in the playoffs and gets some experience. But if they lose one more game, guys, it's over. One more loss, it's over. Then we're playing for a draft pick, which honestly the Eagles need at this point. That is granted, Howie Roseman won't waste it and not even use what he drafts. So, I don't know. It is what it is. It's damn frustrating, guys. It is damn frustrating. I don't swear usually on my channel, but I don't really care today. I've been thinking about this for a while. You know, I knew the writing was on the wall. I tried to tell everyone that getting rid of Nick Foles was a mistake, and I was laughed at. I was called a fake fan. You know, a nerd, whatever. People just think that I talk out my ass on here. You know, I speak it how I see it. And I don't play favorites. Nick Foles won the Super Bowl. Nick Foles had a 27-2 season. Nick Foles won Pro Bowl MVP. These are not things I'm making up. This is what he has done for this city and this organization. And I've seen coach after coach disrespect him. And it's getting really annoying watching them go for the sexy option every year. The sexy option don't work. Sometimes you just need a Jimmy Garoppolo. You just need a guy that will manage the game. So, anyway, I'm kind of repeating myself at this point. Rant over. You know, I will close with this. The Eagles chose Carson Wentz, so they damn well better start building a team around him, because this is going to look really bad for Howie Roseman. This is going to look really bad for Jeffrey Lurie, Doug Peterson, if they don't get this figured out. And they got to get it figured out soon, guys, because I don't want to become the Cleveland Browns. I don't want to have next season be like a complete rebuild season, and then we have to go through another year of this, you know, and then we got another year. We might not win again until 2023 or something. I don't want to be that. And I don't even think they should trade Carson Wentz at this point. They made the decision. They got to make it work with Carson Wentz. But I had a lot to get off my chest with that. You know, the decisions that were made that are leading up to where we are now. Poor decision making. Poor. You could have even got Nick Foles for less money. That's what kills me. What did the Jaguars give him? Like a 4-year deal for $25 million a year? And we're paying Carson Wentz over $100 million? Like, what the hell is going on with the freaking Eagles right now? Where is their thought process? So anyway, that's the video, guys. I'm done ranting. Comment down below what you guys think about this. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you're subscribed to the channel as well, make sure that you are still subscribed, because YouTube is a mess right now. But thank you guys so much for watching and listening and, you know, hearing me out. I appreciate you guys. But with that said, this has been Jigsaw097. I will talk to you all later.